Everyone talks about moving day. Nobody talks about what happens the day after. The day after a big move, my team is back. They're tired, like genuinely exhausted. We've lifted, loaded, driven, unloaded, sometimes in the Tennessee heat, but done it all with a smile because that's the standard we hold for ourselves. But here's really what keeps us going. It's those texts and emails the next morning. Everything made it perfectly. Your guys are great. My grandmother's family heirloom made it exactly where we wanted it to. That's why we've been voted best of Nashville 5 times. Not because it's glamorous, but because we treat your stuff like it's ours. So I've moved thousands of families across Nashville and beyond, and what I thought was a logistics business turned out to be one of the greatest teachers I've ever had. People ask me all the time what it's like running a moving company. Most people expect me to talk about trucks, boxes, logistics, and sure, all of that is real, but the deeper answer, the one that actually matters, it's about the people. Because moving is one of the most human experiences there is. Think about it. When someone calls us, something significant has happened in their life. A new beginning, a fresh start, a transition they didn't always choose, and my team gets to walk in the room in the middle of that moment and help carry the load, literally and figuratively. Let me share some lessons that business has taught me, the ones I carry into every other area of my life. Lesson 1, people remember how you made them feel, not how you charge them. We've won Best of Nashville, not because we have the fanciest equipment, because how we show up with care. We treat people's belongings like they're our own. We communicate, we follow through. That principle doesn't just apply to moving. It applies to every single relationship you have in business and in life. Lesson 2, the hardest moves are almost never about the furniture. When someone is moving after a divorce or after losing a parent because they're starting over completely in a new city, there's weight in that room that has nothing to do with the boxes. So I've learned to read that room, to be present, to know when someone needs efficiency and know when they need a moment of grace. Emotional intelligence is a business skill. Lesson 3, your reputation is built one job at a time. That means there's no shortcut on trust. You build it slowly, consistently, in every single interaction. One bad job can undo 10 great ones. That's not unfair, that's just how trust works. So you show up every time like it's the only job you've ever had. Lesson 4, the people around you determine truly how far you go. I cannot do what I do without my team. I've learned to hire for character first, skill second. A person who cares will figure out the skill. A person who doesn't care will never develop the character you need. No matter how good they are technically, surround yourself with people who take pride in their work. Lesson 5, balance is not a luxury, it's a requirement. I've had stretches in life and business where I was on the grind, everything else suffered. My health, my rest, my relationship. And what I found every single time is that when I came back to balance, faith, family, finances, and fitness, all of it, the business actually did better because I did better. You cannot pour from an empty cup. That is not a cliche, that is operational reality. Lesson 6, faith will carry you through the seasons where strategy fails. There have been moments in this business where things don't even make sense, where I did everything right and still faced setbacks. And what kept me moving forward wasn't some new tactic, it was a deep settled belief that I was supposed to be here doing this for a real reason. Faith is not a substitute for work, but work without faith is just exhausting. And the last lesson, the one that ties everything else together, start. Whatever you've been thinking about, whatever chapter you know you need to do right now, start it. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait for that perfect moment. Every successful move I've ever been a part of started with someone without a decision and then doing the work to execute it. You've got more in you than you know. And Nashville, this city rewards the people who show up with heart. I'm grateful for every family we've served, every referral partner who trusted us, every team member who showed up and gave everything they had. This business has made me a better man, a better father, and a better friend. I'm just getting started. If you're in Nashville or planning a move, I'd love to be on your team. Check this out, truefriendsmovingcompany.com. If you have any lessons that resonated with you, let's connect. Find me on IG, Chris Rolls. I'd love to hear your story.